Hello on this Maundy Thursday of Holy Week. We're just trying something out because one of the things that we realized that during this COVID coronavirus pandemic, we have been unable to meet together in worship here at Botone Memorial United Methodist Church. Our pastor, Brother Mike Boyle, and I came together the other day and we decided to try to do a live service on Easter Sunday for our congregation and for others who may want to view it. So on this Maundy Thursday, this is my first attempt. And I told Brother Mike I was coming to the church to see how well it would work and how it would look when we have our live service. And so what I want to do is just read a little bit about what today is. In the lectionary, we find that some of the things that in John chapter 13, Jesus did a particular thing on the night that he was betrayed. Of course, we know that was the night that he instituted the Lord's Supper, where we get what we call Holy Communion now. But one of the other things that he did that a lot of our churches either ignore or don't try, or we don't even think about, is whenever he washed all the disciples' feet. And that's one of our readings for today, was whenever they were questioning him. And Jesus in verse 7 of chapter 13 of the Gospel according to John said, "What I am doing, you do not understand now, but you will know after this." And Peter went on in verse 8 to say, "You shall never wash my feet." And Jesus answered him, "If I do not wash you, you have no part with me." And so Jesus went ahead and he washed the feet of the disciples that evening. And then later on in verse 31, we find this is when Christ had already, he knew what was coming. He knew what he must do. Jesus went on in verse 31, he said, so when he had gone out, Jesus said, that is, when the one he was talking about was Judas Iscariot, the one who was to betray him. Jesus said, "Now the Son of Man is glorified, and God is glorified in him. If God is glorified in him, God will also glorify him in himself and glorify him immediately." Jesus went on to say in verse 33, "Little children, I shall be with you a little while longer. You will seek me. And as I said to the Jews, where I am going, you cannot come. So now I say to you, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this, all will know that you are my disciples if you have love for one another." And so that's our devotional thought for today on this Maundy Thursdays, that Christ gave us a new commandment, that we're to love one another, even as he loved us. That's what we're to do. And so this coming Sunday, which will be Easter Sunday, Brother Mike will be giving a wonderful message of resurrection and hope, especially during this time of a coronavirus pandemic, to encourage not only Botone Memorial United Methodist Church, but also those who might be watching. And we invite you to share with your friends and family. We're going to have a lot of Kiowa hymns. We're going to sing some particular favorites on Easter Sunday that we normally sing. Up from the grave he arose with a mighty triumph over his foes, and of course we'll sing the He Lives. And just the regular songs, and we'll have a time of worship and prayer. And so we just want to pass that along to you and invite you to worship with us during this time. And like I said, we're just new to this technology. It's something that we're trying to get done here, and I'm trying to figure out exactly the placement and everything. So your prayers we'll just ask for your prayers today. And like I said, once again, we want to welcome you to worship with us online at Botone United Methodist Church here in Carnegie, Oklahoma. May God bless you today. Okay. Now, as you can tell, I haven't thought this through, have I? Okay, there we go. In stream. Okay, I think end.